Hey, y'all, it's Hannah, just sitting here, thinking. When I run up against seasons in life that make me feel everything is just a bit too heavy for me to carry, I turn to nature. Yes, I use technology here and in my life, just as most of us do. But there's a need for humans to be real and become part of nature, our God given environment. No plastic, no fakery, no simulation, no avatars, just our Creator's world and us absorbing its energy. When I've got questions I can't answer, pain I can't explain, burdens I don't know how to carry anymore, when I get to that place, I don't run to the noise. I run to nature. I find an old tree and I put my hands against the bark. Sometimes I sit with my back against its trunk and just breathe. And yes, call me a quack. I have one tree that I go to and sit beside, and I even talk out loud and say things from my deepest heart. I even have one special tree that stands right in town in a parking lot. I pull up beside it, roll my window down, and touch its long, low branches when I can't go to the woods. I sit there in my SUV and pour out my heart out loud, and that old tree is my only audience. That tree is special to me. No explanation why, but I find peace there at that tree. I find peace in just saying out loud how I'm feeling deep inside. I feel that when I have no one to talk to, it gives me satisfaction to just speak out loud my concerns at the moment. You ever read how trees have a network and communicate? You should read about trees and the studies they've done on them. Moreover, when I'm out in the woods, I actually make a point to take my shoes off and let my feet touch the earth. Hey, I grew up in the woods, barefoot and running them hillsides every day. So nature is home to me. If I can find a creek or a quiet pool of water, I'll sit beside it or step into it and let the sound wash over me. I can't explain why it helps. Maybe it's because creation reminds us that life keeps going. The trees don't rush, the creek doesn't worry, the birds don't carry yesterday. Nature has a way of slowing my heartbeat, quieting my mind, and washing the heaviness off my soul. It doesn't erase my problems, but it reminds me that I'm small and yet deeply loved by the one who made all of this. So if today feels like more than you can carry, go outside, touch a tree, sit on the ground, listen to the wind, watch the water move. You might be surprised how much healing can begin when you simply let creation remind you to breathe. I think sometimes God whispers the loudest where there's no ceiling above us. That's why the woods have become my place of peace. I grew up with the woods right behind our house and all around us. I knew them well and was in them most every day as a kid growing up. They were my peace from a very serious, narcissistic mother. Maybe nature will become your place of peace too. In nature, you can ground, and we are electric beings. We need to ground on a regular, daily basis. This is Hannah Cedars from the Appalachian Sage. Next time you feel burdened, find a special spot in nature and sit for a bit. You might find it comforting, and it to be just what you needed. That brings a calmness that doesn't come from our busy world today. Love y'all. Go find yourself a special spot in nature.